Dedicated to all those people who are working hard to bring equal marriage to the great state of Texas. This is for you. I've had relations with girls from many nations. I've made passes at women of all classes. And just because you're gay, I won't turn you away. If you stick around, I'm sure that we can find some common ground. Sexuality, young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. A nuclear submarine sinks off the coast of Sweden. Sweden. Headlines give me headaches when I read them. I had an uncle who once played for the Red Star Belgrade. He said some things are really best unspoken. I've left your auntie and I've run off with the postman. Sexuality, why not? Young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. Sexuality, don't threaten me with bigotry. Sexuality, can you hear me, Rick Perry? I'm sure that everybody knows how much my body hates me. It lets me down most every time, makes me rash and hasty. I feel a total jerk before your naked body of wood. Yeah. I'm getting way down with all this information. Safe sex doesn't mean no sex, just means use your imagination. Stop playing with yourselves in single currency hotels. I look like Robert De Niro, I drive a Mitsubishi Pajero. It's all that was left at Avis. Sexuality, young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your lies do not apply to me. Sexuality, come eat and drink and sleep with me. Sexuality, we can be what we want to be. Yeah. I have a brand new record, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't come out in the rest of the world till Monday. It was released into Waterloo Records about 2 or 3 hours ago. It's already topping the charts all over South North Lamar. And whoever he is. So I'm down here to do a bit of chatting about a new record. I want to play you some tracks and the news from the streets of Austin, if anyone's interested. The big news. Among the young hipsters who gather here from all over the United States of America to pollinate. The young and the hip. The good news is, spread the word. The goatee beard is over. At last, it's ended. It's over. Not among the older guys, that's okay, that's cool. But 20-year-olds walking around with ginger goatees looking like a cat's arsehole. It's finished. It's gone. We're safe. We're safe. Yeah, that's it. It's that same kind of urge that gets women to pierce their belly buttons. It's over. Leave it. Walk away. What else do I detect among the young and the hip? I detect a certain ambiguity about the way that the world is, a distrust of politicians and elders, and as yet an untapped urge to do something the fuck about it. So my job here is to come and kick ass on behalf of a previous generation and tip into that timorous ambiguity. They played earlier here, by the way, Timorous Ambiguity. They were lovely. They must have some kind of deal with a plaid shirt company or something, I don't know. but their beards were impeccable.
And well lubed.
Thank you, sir. I'm not taking questions, I'm sorry. But the ambiguity I'm talking about is tapped upon in this song from the new album. It's called No One Knows Nothing Anymore. Deep down in the underground, atoms spinning round and round, scientists monitor readings, searching for the Holy Grail, a particle or at least a tale of the one that gives the universe its meaning. But what if there's nothing, no big answer to find? What if we're just passing through time? No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again. What happens when the markets drop? If the numbers really don't add up, everyone seeks a safe haven. And as they contemplate their ruin, the self-proclaimed smartest people in the room are trying very hard not to sound craven. But what if there's nothing, no pot of gold to find? Only the blind leading the blind. No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again. Let's stop pretending that we can manage our way out of here. Let's stop defending the indefensible. Let's stop relying on the hectoring of the experts whose spin just makes our plight incomprehensible. High up on a mountain top, somebody with a skinhead crop is thinking deep thoughts for us all. Serenity is all around, but if you listen you can hear the sound of one head being banged against a wall. Or what if our ancestors had stayed up in the trees? Would we still be weighed down by these worries? No one knows nothing anymore. Nobody really knows the score, since nobody knows anything. Let's break it down and start again. Thank you. That was, I nearly got into a bit of a fight down at the BMI Songwriters Brunch this morning. Some pedant there pointed out that it really should be no one knows anything anymore. But fortunately, surrounded by songwriters, I was saved because you may have noticed nothing only has 2 syllables and anything has 3. One of the first things they teach you the first week at Songwriters College is that alliteration trumps grammar. I understand that works on Twitter as well. And thanks for telling me. I'd like all the inadequates to put their hands up. Come on, brothers. You can get people to do anything in this town. Don't know what you're smiling about, mate. That must have been an important email. The thing on the top of your hat, you see those two little white dots on the front of your hat? No, you, mate. Yeah, your hat. Yeah, on the front, there's two little white dots. Yeah, just hold it up the other way around to the audience. You see, that's all I could see is Matey Boy's hat while he was reading his emails there. And it's me. I think what I shall sell at my gigs is hats with a little face on, with your face on, so you can read your fucking emails while the gig's going on. And it'll be like you're actually watching me. You could have someone else. You could have Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Yeah, work a treat. And two little eyes, mate. Like I see these two little white eyes. It was freaky for the first couple of minutes because I couldn't see it. Like some weird avian sort of alien was there. And actually, now you've smiled. I'm not so sure I was wrong. Actually, now you mention it. I told you it's my last fucking gig. What do you expect? I'm going to let loose now. Let's have a big holler for the inadequate males in the room. Let's hear it. Come on, yes, brothers. That's what this song is about. This is about us. Anybody who's ever had to try and explain to their parents or their partner exactly why it is they can't drill a hole in a wall and hang a picture, this song is for you. It's called Handyman Blues. I'm never gonna be the handyman around the house my father was. So don't be asking me to hang a curtain rail for you, because that screwdriver business just gets me confused. It takes me half an hour to change your fuse. And when I flick the switch, the lights are all blue. I'm not your handyman, yeah. Don't be expecting me to put up shelves or build a garden shed, but I can write a song that tells the world how much I love you instead. Now I'm not any good at pottery, so let's lose a T and just shift back the E, and I'll find a way to make my poetry build a roof over our heads. See what I did there? Yeah! All the women in the room are thinking, this is about my boyfriend, this is such a great song. I just thought it was going to be a guy song, but women love this song, I don't know why. Now it looks like I'm just sat here reading the paper, but these ideas I'll turn to gold dust later. 'Cause I'm a writer, not a decorator. I'm not your handyman. Can I get an amen on that? Yeah! 'Cause I'm a writer, not a decorator. I'm not your handyman. Handyman Blues, brother and sister, from the new album. Available for a free download from our website, billybragg.co.uk. Get in there. We don't do that, unfortunately, pay no more than $2.99 anymore. The economics of the record industry have changed somewhat. But instead, we'll slip you a free download if you pop over to the website. Don't tell the record company. We've heard from that sad guy before, trying to deal with his own personal inadequacies and the reality of long-term relationships. This is the same guy 25 years ago. Shirley, it's so exciting to be sleeping here in this new room. Shirley, you're my reason to get out of bed before noon. Shirley, you know when we sat out on the fire escape talking. Shirley, what did you say about running before we were walking? Sometimes when we're as close as this, it's like we're in a dream. How can you lie there and think of England when you don't even know who's in the team? Shirley, your sexual politics have left me all of a mud. Shirley, we joined in the ideological cuddle, celebrating my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. And if you haven't noticed yet, I'm more impressionable when my cement is wet. Politics and pregnancy are debated as we empty our glasses. And how I love those evening classes. Surely you really know how to make a young man angry. Surely you get through the night without mentioning family. People from your church agree it's not much of a career trying the handles of parked cars. Oops, there goes another year. Oops, there goes another pint of beer. Here we are in our summer years, living on ice cream and chocolate kisses. And would the leaves fall from the trees if I was your old man and you was my missus? Shirley, give my greetings to the new brunette. Give my greetings to the new brunette. Greetings to the new brunette. Greetings to the new brunette. Yeah! Y'all big softies, what do you like? I was very impressed. I was very impressed to read on Monday morning in the Free Austin newspaper that little spaceship you all sent to Mars has found some dust. You must be very proud. Can I just suggest something about the spaceship business? It's very good at the frontiers of science to push them forward. But the real frontier of science is in universal healthcare. That before Mars. That before Mars, every time. But they did, Curiosity, the Mars rover, found signs of simple life. Don't know if you saw that. Found evidence that there once might have been simple life on Mars. I don't know if you saw the photograph. It was picking up a University of Texas football shirt. That was the proof. It's my last gig, love. I'm going home tomorrow. I don't know if that's an anti-football joke or I don't know what it is. But just to prove how much I love the great state of Texas, this song, I wrote the music, but I stole it for one of the greatest musicians ever to come from the state of Texas, Mr. Buddy Holly. And the lyrics were written by one of the greatest musicians ever to live in the state of Texas, Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, 100 years old this year. He wrote this, it's called My Flying Saucer. My flying saucer, where can you be? Since that sad night that you sailed away from me. My flying saucer, I pray this night you will sail back before the day gets bright. My flying saucer, fly back for home. You will get lost in the universe alone. My flying saucer and all my fears. Sail back tonight, love and kiss away my tears. Yeah! so I pray this night you will sail back before the day gets bright. You will sail back before the day gets bright. Ba, 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 ba. Back in 2000, 2001, we had a little bit of local trouble in the UK with a far-right fascist party led by a man who questioned the veracity of the Holocaust, that kind of party. And as a result, I made an album about the politics of identity. The reason I'm telling you all this is because I never really followed down that path that Woody Guthrie and Wilco opened the door for me to follow down. It was an amazing place to be, and I never really followed down that path because we had some business to take care of at home. I'm pleased to tell you now that party now barely exists. We kind of wiped them out. They lost all their seats. You know, those people never go away. Each generation has to find a way to deal with them, but we gave them what for, and I'm telling you now that this is a new album, Two for Now, is the album in which I find my way back to that door down which Woody and Wilco took me, and started to make an album. And it's fitting that there should be one of Woody's songs on there, not one of the ones I wrote with Woody or one of the ones that Wilco wrote with Woody or one of the ones that Woody wrote all those years ago. I started thinking about this song when you're having your debate about universal health care. The line in the middle of this song, my wife took down and died on the cabin floor. You know, there are images in this song of people losing their homes to the banks, of gamblers making millions on the stock market while ordinary people can't make enough to make ends meet. This song could have been written any time in the last 5 years. It's actually over 70 years old. Woody Guthrie wrote this. It's called I Ain't Got No Home in This World Anymore. I ain't got no home, I'm just a roaming round, just a wandering worker. I go from town to town, and the police make it hard for me no matter where I go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road, a long and dusty road that 1,000,000 feet have trod. Now the rich man took my home and drove me from my door. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was farming on the shares and always I was poor. My crops are leading to the banker's store, and my wife took down and died all on the cabin floor. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I'm minding your minds and I gathered in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day that I was born. Now I worry all the time like I never did before. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see This world is such a strange and a funny place to be, where the gambling man is rich while the working man is poor. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now, you may know while you've been here partying at South by Southwest, a new pope has been elected. Unfortunately, the process was too fast for Governor Perry to put in a bid to be a candidate, but yeah, that would have been a joke, mate. You're absolutely right. It would have been another joke. But I'm not a big fan of organised religion. I don't want some bloke in a pointy hat telling me what to do with my sexuality or anyone else's sexuality or my body or my bedroom or my private life. I'm not into that at all. But I'll tell you what I have to recognise and have to respect is that when you go down to a food bank in this country or in my country and you find the people there giving up their free time to give out free food and organised food for poor people, you're going to find very often that they're actually not Marxist-Leninists. They're people of faith. And their faith has driven them to do that thing. And I'm afraid when I see Richard Dawkins call those people ignorant, I can't agree with that, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that at all. So I'm willing to stand by anybody who's willing to do that kind of work, whatever their background, whatever their faith, whatever their belief. And a couple of years ago, 2011, it was the 400th anniversary of the printing of the first King James Bible in my country. And I was approached by a friend of mine to take part in an event called 66 Books, where artists, writers, producers would be given a book of the Bible around Rich to write a performance piece. And when you're Billy Bragg, you sometimes have to do things that make people think, what the fuck is he doing? Otherwise, I'm painted in the corner as a kind of lefty Republican, atheist, communist, blah, blah, whatever, you know. I like to kind of challenge that. It's too easy to be those things. So I thought to myself, you know, I really should put my voice, I want to put my voice in with this. I don't want everybody to get hold of the Bible and use it away. So I said to the guy, okay, well, look, send me one of them books from the New Testament where Jesus Christ is being a socialist and I'll see what I can do for you. So they sent me the book of Luke. And one of the great parts of your culture that I admire most is gospel music. So much of the power and soul in American music has that root. And I can't imagine in an atheist world without being able to listen to Mahalia Jackson. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't want to be part. If I can't listen to gospel, I don't want to be part of your revolution, as somebody else kind of once vaguely said in some way. So I thought to myself, what kind of song would Elvis sing or Johnny Cash kind of sing? Maybe I could write that kind of song and get away with that. So this is another track from the new album, Two for Now. This is called Do Unto Others. In the Bible, we are told God gave Moses in the days of old 10 great commandments for his people to hold true. Oh, but the greatest commandment of all is in the book of Luke, as I recall. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Oh, now it may be you don't believe in the story of Adam and Eve and call upon science to prove it's all untrue. But in the cold light of the day, these simple words still point the way. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. So just lift up your eyes, don't pass by on the other side. Don't be bound by what you think others may do. Or just a little bit of faith, yeah, that's all it really takes. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Now the way the world is run, too many people looking out for number one, don't seem to notice the damage that they do. Though it's not widely understood, oh, but there is a greater good. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. So I'm going to give you a bit of the old-time religion now. Waiting for the great leap forward. Yeah! It may have been Camelot for Clegg and Cameron, but on Boris Johnson Boulevard there's not much business going on. Public servants marching, factories are failing, everybody's angry, Europeans need help bailing. You know, things have not been this bad since the days of Margaret Thatcher, so keep calm and carry on watching X Factor. Sacrilege! Former Soviet Union, the citizens demand to know why they're still the target of strategic air command, and they shake their fists in anger and respectfully suggest you take the money from your drone strikes and spend it on healthcare instead. If you can deliver death from the sky, why can't you deliver life from the sky? That's what I want to know. High up in the stock exchange, they're knocking back the champers. Outside down on Wall Street's been occupied by campers who want to ask some questions about the way that we do business in the twilight of the capitalist system. Yeah. The World Wide Web is wonderful if you've got something to sell, but opinions often summon up a focus group from hell. It's best not to be distracted and stay focused on your goals, and take my advice, don't feed the trolls. Starve the little bastards. Jumble sales are organised and charity shops open. The Tories keep on telling us it's Britain that is broken. Time to get active with the activists. So switch off World of Warcraft and start working for the great leap forwards. Oh, one leap forwards, two leaps back. Time to give Rick Perry the sack. Waiting for the great leap forwards. Well, if no one out there understands, start your own occupation and cut out the middleman. Waiting for the great leap forwards. In a perfect world we'd all sing in tune, but this is South by Southwest, give me a break, come on. Waiting for the great leap forwards. It's a mighty long way down rock and roll, and they've shut off 8th Street and 7th Street and 6th Street and 5th Street, waiting for the great leap forwards. Some people say women should keep quiet. I just say free pussy riots, waiting for the great leap forwards. So join the struggle while you may. The revolution's just a wristband away. That's not strictly true, actually. In fact, when the revolution comes, they're going to be looking for people wearing wristbands. So I'll take them off when you get home. When you're waiting for the great leap forward. Listen, I've had a great time here with you at the Paste Party. I want to thank our friends from Paste for inviting us down here, the good people from Cooking Vinyl and everybody else. What a lovely, lovely end of festival for me show that is. And before we skedaddle, I want to finish off with something really special. If I can call to the stage Miss Amanda Palmer. Come forward, sister. Yeah.
Neither of us can play our instruments. That sounds like a G. Yeah.
We rehearsed this before.
No, we didn't.
No, it's not.
Does anyone know how to play guitar?
Wait.
I don't. Or ukulele, because I don't.
G.
Yeah. That's a G. That's a G.
Is that a G? Oh, that's an A, isn't it?
That's an F.
That's an F. So that's a G. Okay, I've got it. Well, I know where I am now. It's okay. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, if you can do it.
I was dreadful. The reason there's a slight question with this is I'm rather detuned. Since I got into my 50s, I found detuning. You know how it is, don't you, mate? Yeah. It's the equivalent of having a top button on your trousers popped open. As I saw, was it here? I might have seen the sign: "Skinny jeans don't make you skinny." Guys, listen, I don't know why you're smiling. You're the people who invented the relaxed fit. Relaxed fit. It means trousers for 50-year-old geezers, sweetheart. This is a song about a bunch of guys and women who are inspired by the Bible. In the 1640s, they were inspired by the Bible to chop off the head of the King of England. In 1649, St. George's Hill, a ragged band they called the Figures came to show the people's will. They defied the landlord, they defied the law. They were the dispossessed, reclaiming what was theirs. Come in peace, they said, to dig and sow. We come to work the land in common and to make the waste ground grow. This earth divided, we will make whole. So it shall be a common treasury for all. The sin of property we do disdain.
No man has any right to buy and sell the earth for private gain. Like the men murder, they took the land. Now everywhere the wolves rise up at their command. They made the laws should chain us well. The clergy dazzle us with heaven, or they damn us into hell. We will not worship the God they serve, the God of greed who feels the rich while poor folks starve. We work, we eat together, we need no swords. We will not bow to the masters or pay rent to the Lord. Still we are free, though we are poor. You diggers all stand up for glory, stand up now. Yeah! From the men of property, the orders came. They sent the hired men and traversed to wipe out the diggers' claims, tear down their cottages and destroy their corn. They were dispersed, but still the vision lingers on. You poor take courage, you rich take care. This earth was made a common treasury for everyone to share. All things in common, all people one. We come in peace, the orders came to cut them down. And again, we come in peace, the orders came to cut them down. Man Department, ladies and gentlemen. The world turned upside down. Leon Russellson wrote that. We had a great time here at the Pace Party. Hope you have. Listen, did anybody film that? Because it was great.
I have one for you. How much time do we have? Do we have time for one? Okay, I am going to dedicate this song to Billy, because I think you're gonna like it. I think it's very important not to be able to play your instrument. I'm with you, dude. This is a song about that. Sid Vicious played a 4-string Fender bass guitar and couldn't sing, and everybody hated him except the ones who loved him. A ukulele has 4 strings, but Sid did not play ukulele. He did smack and probably killed his girlfriend Nancy Spungen. If only Sid had had a ukulele, maybe he would have been happy. Maybe he would not have suffered such a sad end. He maybe would have not done all that heroin. Instead, he maybe would have sat around just singing nice songs to his girlfriend. So play your favorite cover song, especially if the words are wrong. Cause even if your grades are bad, it doesn't mean you're failing. Do your homework with a fork and eat your Fruit Loops in the dark, and bring your Etch-a-Sketch to work and play your ukulele. Ukulele, thing of wonder. Ukulele, hold on, wait, I fucked that up. But this is what the song is about. Ukulele, small and fearful. Ukulele, brave and peaceful. You can play the ukulele too. It is painfully simple. Play your ukulele badly. Play your ukulele loudly. Ukulele, banish evil. Ukulele, save the people. Ukulele, gleaming golden from the top of every steeple. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, then gave her father 41. It left a tragic puzzle. If only they had given her an instrument. Those Puritans had lost the plot completely. See what happens when you muzzle a person's creativity, and do not let them sing and scream. And nowadays it's worse, cause kids have automatic handguns. It takes about an hour to teach someone to play the ukulele, about the same to teach someone to build a standard pipe bomb. You do the math, so play your favorite cover song, especially if the words are wrong. Cause even if your grades are bad, it doesn't mean you're failing. Do your homework with a fork and eat your Fruit Loops in the dark, and bring your flask of Jack to work and play your ukulele. Ukulele, thing of wonder. Ukulele, wand of thunder. You can play the ukulele too in London and down under. Play and sing and play Jacques Brel and Billy Bragg and Neutral Milko. Tell the children, crush the hatred. Play your ukulele naked. If anybody tries to steal your ukulele, let them take it. Imagine there's no music. Imagine there are no songs. Imagine that John Lennon wasn't shot in front of his apartment. Now imagine if John Lennon had composed Imagine for the ukulele. Maybe people would have truly got the message. You may think my approach is simple-minded and naive. Like if you want to change the world, then why not quit and feed the hungry? But people for millennia have needed music to survive, and that is why I promised John that I will not feel guilty. So play your favorite Beatles song and make the subway fall in love. They're only $19.95, that isn't lots of money. Play until the sun comes up and play until your fingers suffer. Play LCD sound system songs on your ukulele. Quit the bitching on your blog and stop pretending art is hard. Just limit yourself to 3 chords and do not practice daily. You'll minimize some stranger's sadness with a piece of wood and plastic. Holy fuck, it's so fantastic. Playing ukulele. Eat your homework with a fork and do your Fruit Loops in the dark, and bring your Etch-a-Sketch to work. Your flask of Jack, your vibrator, your fear of heights, your Nikon lens, your mom and dad, your disco stick, your soundtrack to Karate Kid, your Ginsu knives, your rosary, your new Rebecca Black CD, your favorite room, your Bowie knife, your stuffed giraffe, your new glass eye, your sousaphone, your breakfast tea, your Nick Drake tapes, your giving tree, your ice cream truck, your missing wife, your will to live, your urge to cry. Remember, we're all gonna die! So play your ukulele.
Eat your heart out, Rick Springfield.